After 1 year on our 1 acre farm, we've made $20 million. And I've decided it's time to move back to our hometown in Iowa. Join me as we set up our new 5 acre farm and a few side businesses along the way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And we just got a big old loan from the local bank. We're gonna head back to our 5 acre farm and get started. It is currently April, and of course, it's raining. But you know what they say about April? April showers bring May flowers. And speaking of flowers, we need to get these 2 greenhouses going because we have to keep our flower cell point rolling. Now, we did put this flower cell point down over here temporarily, but we will find a more permanent location for it eventually. Also, you're going to notice we now have chicken coops over here and over here. They're fed ready for us to get animals in. And we've got a really beautiful sheep pasture right over here ready for us as well. As I run into town to pick up a livestock trailer, I wanted to tell you guys that from now on, each business will be separated in each video. So that means in the 5 acre series, we will focus on the 5 acre farm. In our coffee series, we'll focus on coffee production and trucking. In our lawn care series, we will focus on the lawn care. And in our energy series, we will focus on our energy production company. Do you guys think that this is a fender bender or is this carpooling? I'm not exactly sure. Either way, let's get into Tractor Supply and pick up a trailer.
5 minutes later.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Tractor Supply's trailer options is pretty awful. So I ordered a couple seed bags while we were here. That way the trip was not a complete waste. I got a seed delivery. Whoa! We almost hit our water tank. Hey, come on, Sue. Won't you help me load these? No, you're gonna stick with your flowers? Oh, that's kind of rude. No, I'm getting you more flowers to sell. These are the flower seeds. Oh, no. These aren't corn seeds, I promise. I know I'm not trying to trick you into planting corn in your greenhouses. Not this time. All right, let's drop some seeds in there. There we go. So seeds are in place. I assume it needed seeds. You know, I really should have checked. I figured we haven't planted this in quite a while. We were probably gonna need seeds. Oh, we gotta move that forward. There you go. Just inch it forward, and hey, we just barely got her. All right, put our seeds down right. Wait, get off the forks, please. Put you down right there. There you go. Now that we got the seeds taken care of, let's walk on in here and let's get things going. We're gonna pull out our stuff at our workbench, and we gotta get all these planted in. Oh boy.
Many tic-tacs later.
And I think we'll stop over here. We got a little bit of room to plant some more, but that'll be fine. We got this whole thing planted and grown. Look at this. We got flowers, plants. Some of these look like weeds, but I'm sure that they're going to be beautiful someday. Ah, looking great. Okay, close those doors. We got to get started on the other greenhouse here. So let's get in here and get these ones planted. And there you go. We've got them all planted, looking beautiful. I think we'll just let those grow. And doesn't look like our livestock have showed up yet. We'll wait on those. While we do, let's get to work on this roadway because I want to complete the path through. So I need to decide how we're going to lay this out. So our current layout is a parking lot down here where people can walk in through either side, and during our busy, like maybe our Sunday sale or whatever, we'll open up the main gates for people to walk through as well. The main gate, of course, is for farm traffic to be able to get in and out of the farm. Down on the other side of the property is our personal area that I'd like to kind of wall off in half. Now, we might end up taking some of this and using it for the farm still, but I'd still like to have a separation from where the public are and our homes. So that's why I'm thinking right off of this post, we can just send this right across and cut that off. Then we don't have near as much room over here to work with as we may have initially have thought. And that means over here we're probably gonna have to add some more stuff for our farm. But honestly, I don't think that's the end of the world. We might be able to see, if we push it back this far, it's kind of going into the turn, which is a little awkward. But also, you know what? I'm not really the biggest fan of the wall we have here. I think I want to replace it. I mean, it's not bad, but I think we can do something better because I have these beautiful walls. We could set one of these up. Now, these are a lot taller. These are soundproof walls. The community's probably going to like these a lot more. And they all look very good. This one has some like greenery growing on it, which is beautiful. This one's got that neat, fancy design there. And look, they are even like some see-through sections for you to add. That is insane. So what we're going to do is knock out this brick wall, which is beautiful, but I want to add this nice wooden ivy wall. We're going to have the clean side facing outward, And we're going to leave the ivy side facing inward to really make this place feel like a part of nature. But to get started, we need to go ahead and tear out our first set of walls here. All right, let's compare. Here's the original brick wall, and here is the new wooden wall. I think that looks really, really good from the road. It's larger, so it hides the area more. They're more soundproof as well. And on the inside, we get this really nice ivy just going along, kind of just making this whole place feel secluded and in nature. We're going to add some trees and other things in here. This is going to get really nice, but let's add the rest of the fence. Check it out. The entire fence is done around the entire property. And while we were doing that, all of our animals showed up. We got ducks over here. We've got chickens right over here. And over here we have a bunch of little lambs. We got some female lambs. We got one little male lamb somewhere in here. And this is going to be where the sheep go. And then we'll probably also build a place for some goats as well. But it looks like we've got some flowers going on here. Good to see. Got some beautiful yellow flowers, some white ones, some more smaller white ones. Now that we have this wall replaced, I want to get back focused on how to divide this off. We could, once again, just send this right across, but I'm just not exactly sure. You know what? I have an idea. It just might end up costing a decent amount of money. To get the baler moved out of the way, probably... that rake will be fine. We now have $102,000. We spent a lot of money on this renovation, but we've got a lot added. We're not done yet, of course. I'm going to show you. We've got this sheep barn, which we are probably going to use for sheep and goats. We're going to bring some goats in here as well. We'll actually open up that door right there and allow the public to kind of come in here and see them from the inside a little bit during the day once we get things running. But as you guys can see, we've got the driveway running right down the middle, just like it was previously. It runs all the way back to this back corner where we will store all of our equipment, and I built this for some additional storage. I'm thinking we'll put extra flower pallets in there. And as you guys can see, I started a design on this wall. It's a double wall design, so we get the ivory on both sides with a gap between. That uses up a little bit of space, but on that gap in between, we're going to be planting some trees and things like that. So this will be like a big green space. You have a big wall with trees coming out of the top. Eventually, we'll go in and add some more details. We'll pretty up the backside with some landscaping, and I'm thinking we'll put some cell points here if we can fit them. I don't know. We're going to put whatever I can fit there, because we are running out of room for these cell points for the buying area. I was going to use this area right here. I wanted to fit the sheep barn in, and it was just so huge. Maybe I'll regret putting that in. I really like having the barns there, you know? But we'll see what we end up doing with it. For now, I want to work on this wall. Check it out. The fence is installed, double wide fence, pretty even along all sides, but you know, right there it gets a little messed up, but you don't really notice it from the ground. That is going to be really, really awesome. We can get some trees added in there, of course. Let's see what we want to add. I don't think anything small. We're going to have to use kind of narrow and tall. So we could use... That would be big enough to fit. That is not really big enough to fit, but it's too bad. It's neat. We could do some evergreen. We could do a really, really tall, like, weird tree. Yeah, you want a really tall weird tree? Oh, I love these little dudes. We're gonna definitely decorate with these. These are awesome. I do think to start, I'm gonna put a bigger tree kind of in this center, so we'll go right there with that, and we'll add in this tree right here, and I think I'd like to just mirror that on the other side, maybe. Go ahead and just have another one of those. It's not that bad. I do want to add at least one of those right there. Another one would be good to put in right about there. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna add, I think, this tree right here. And let's see if I can get anything else into this. I think we could do one of these. That's not terrible. Let's go ahead and add it. In fact, I think we'll add just another one of those right... Well, we're probably going to add that right here and stick in another something right there. Over here, we're going to put just a... Ooh, I could do a small tree, or we can make that... Yeah, we'll do a small tree for now. We're going to have to do a second one of those there, and we'll try to just fill this out now. Just like so. Okay, there we go. We've got our tree wall. Look at that. That looks pretty darn amazing, guys. We've got our double ivy wall with a soundproof wood backboard. We've got the trees growing up in between them. Oh, yeah, dude. This opening right here will, of course, be so we can continue a little path with a gate on into here. But, y'all, that is time for bed, so I will see you in the morning.